Right, we're here with Glenn Catley. Glenn, welcome to Warwickshire. First time you've been up this area?
Well, I've drove past this place many times. My wife comes from Halifax. Sometimes we cut through the M42 to get to Halifax, but yeah, first time I've certainly been here, that's for sure.
Well, middleweight champion, super middleweight champion, 36 pro fights. Wow, you got that many titles, we can't remember them all, can we?
I've done alright, I've done okay.
Glenn, let's go through your titles.
The first title I won was the WBC International Middleweight title. I then won the WBO Intercontinental. I think I then won the IBF Intercontinental. I won the British Middleweight title, and then I subsequently went on to become WBC Super Middleweight World Champion back in May of 2000.
Wow, that's a long list.
Yeah, I've done okay.
That's more belts than Tyson Fury's ever going to get, you know.
I'm not sure on that, but yeah, I've done alright.
Right, we're based in Birmingham, and I just want to go through. You fought some Birmingham boxers up here, some that you've probably forgotten and some that you remember. Paul Wesley.
Yeah, Paul Wesley, great fight. In fact, me and him had a war, you know. If Paul Wesley, when I boxed him, I didn't want to. He was a bit of a journeyman when I boxed him. Perhaps his best years are behind him. But if he turned up to fight, you had one hell of a night's work cut out. Now, when he turned up to fight Glenn Catley, he turned up to win, make no mistake. And it was a bit like a Rocky fight. I went down, he went down, I went. I remember us being stood, when he eventually went down, I'm stood over and I'm going, get up. I can remember in my heart and in my mind saying to myself, stay down. But it was a great fight, and I managed to come through it.
Cool. You also boxed Carlos Christie.
Yeah. I think I boxed, that was in Bristol I boxed him, wasn't it? It was in Bristol, yeah. Carlos Christie. I'm sure it was in Bristol I boxed Carlos Christie, but a great fighter. And yeah, pleasure to share the ring with the guy.
Heading up further up towards the north end of Birmingham, round Telford and Wolverhampton, you went through, and Burton as well, Neville Brown,
yeah,
Andy Flute and Richie Woodall.
Wow, yeah. Neville Brown for the British middleweight
local
title.
lads.
I think Andy Flute was for the IBF Intercontinental, and then
that's right.
Richie Woodall was my first world title fight. Took it with 11 days notice, and yeah, I remember it really. You know, I'd like to think I won the fight, and the majority of people, even Richie, I'm good friends with Richie. Even Richie was man enough to sit down afterward and say, "Listen, Glenn should have been the winner." But you know, all I'd done, to be honest, was gain and defeat. It elevated my career, and it took off from there onwards, to be honest.
It's great to see some really good named world champions coming in and supporting shows, especially with regards to Help the Heroes. Is that something that you're into yourself?
Very much so. I'm doing a talk, funny enough, on Wednesday in Tidworth for the injured soldiers, for the Help for Heroes. And so, yeah, I'm very proactive with Help for Heroes. It's a great organisation, it's a great charity, and anything I can do to raise money for that valuable cause is something I'm first to jump in and help with.
Brilliant. Right, question for you.
Okay.
You can pick 3 boxers from history or present, and you're to manage them. Who would you pick?
First and foremost, Marvin Hagler, my favourite of all time. You know, I just, like myself, a short, squat, come forward.
Yeah.
Come forward, entertaining fighter. He's my number one. Blimey. Second one would be Marvin Hagler, and number 3 I think would have to be Marvin Hagler. I just used to love that guy. You know, for me,
he was absolutely brilliant.
What you see is what you get, you know, and yeah, wasn't flashy, just powerful, entertaining. Put his heart on the line every single time, and yeah, for me, my favourite fighter of all time, Marvin Hagler.
Yeah. Since you've stopped boxing now and you've committed to a new life outside the ring, what have you been doing?
Well, when I retired from boxing, my last fight was, I believe it was in 2007, I put myself back for education, and I studied and trained and qualified as a clinical psychotherapist, a psychologist and a hypnotherapist. So I've been lecturing now for 13 years to students throughout the UK. It started off in Bristol, but I now lecture Bristol, Plymouth, Birmingham, Liverpool, London, Manchester, Cirencester, Oxford, Peterborough, Belfast, Edinburgh. So I'm lecturing now, I've been lecturing for 13 years. It's my passion, I love doing talks, which is why I've kind of branched out and I sort of deliver motivational performance talks. And I would do it 8 days a week, twice a day if I could. I generally am very passionate about my talks, and sounds very big-headed, but it always gets appreciated and very much enjoyed. And yeah, that's my new passion. That's what I love doing now, going out delivering motivational performance talks.
Brilliant, absolutely. Well, it's nice to come and speak to you and have a chat with you, and to see you after years and years of fighting some of my mates that you've been in the ring with. I hope you have a pleasant evening.
Sure will.
And enjoy it, and all the best to you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Thanks, Bo.
Thank you very much.